giving everything. But Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them, for of such is the kingdom of heaven." Matthew 19, verse 14. On more than one occasion, Jesus indicated that of all the humans who live on planet Earth, little children most closely resemble citizens of the kingdom of heaven. And children have any number of traits that make them inherently more Christ-like than your average adult. Humility, trust, honesty, and gracious dispositions. Children, you may have noticed, also tend to be more generous than the rest of us. When the author's daughter was 8 years old, she walked into the room one morning, counting her way through a stack of $1 bills. He was immediately suspicious that such a young child should have come into such a sizable windfall, and asked where she had found the money. She had earned it, he discovered, by offering her services to neighbors returning from the grocery store. "I help people carry their bags to the door, and they usually give me $1, she told her father. He could not help but feel a little swell of fatherly pride that she had thought of a way to supplement her allowance all on her own, and that she worked for her money. She had already accumulated $22. When he asked what she'd planned to do with the money, she said it was for buying toys. But you do remember some of it goes to Jesus, right? Yes, I know, 10%. She asked how much that was, and he said $2.20. "What's he going to do with $2.20? She asked. "He's going to send ministers and missionaries out into the world to tell people how much he loves them," he explained. "And will they give people Bibles too?" she asked, suddenly very interested. He assured her that it often happened that people received Bibles. "Well then," she said with a note of determination, her hand holding out the entire wad of bills, "take it all." Of course, adults have things such as rent, bills, mortgages. But aside from your financial obligation to family, ask yourself a question. When was the last time I gave it all? Children do not have to worry about where the next dollar is going to come from. They simply cannot see any reason not to give Jesus everything they have and everything they are.